Hi Chuck, my name is Mike, I'm for Square Magazine. I'm one of the backers of Lullaby Project. I was at a gold door shop a month ago. So, of course, I was following fugitives and refugees. And by the way, during my journey, I realized what a unique and lucky combination has been having you growing up over there and not anywhere else, mixing the beautiful weirdness of the Pacific Northwest with your mind and your spirit. So, have you ever wondered what could have happened if you had lived anywhere else? Let's say in Tupelo, Tennessee, instead of the Pacific Northwest? What could have happened to your writing career? Thank you.
You know, I pretty much was raised in Tupelo, Mississippi. I was raised in a little, very small town of 600 people, far, far to the east of the Northwest, in the desert, where there's very few people, very few animals, very little anything. And I went to Portland to get a degree in journalism at a time when there were no jobs in journalism. And so I ended up getting a factory job for years and years. And then I did a motivational course called the Landmark Forum. And it impressed upon me that if I wanted to be a writer, I shouldn't wait until I was 65 or 70, because that was my goal. My plan was to work in the factory until I was 65 or 70, and then I would start to study to become a writer. And Landmark taught me that I shouldn't put it off. I should start my dream right away. But I needed a group of people to support me. So I joined a writer's class. And it was a nice class. I was maybe 27, and the class consisted mostly of nice ladies who had doctor husbands. Okay, it was all nice ladies with doctor husbands, and they were all in their 40s and 50s, and they were all writing mystery novels. And I was writing horrible stuff. And I brought in a scene that eventually got used in my book, Snuff, where a kid he's ordered an inflatable sex doll that looks exactly like the porn star that he's in love with. And he realizes as he's having sex with it, he realizes that he's snagged the back of it while undoing the zipper in the back of its dress. And it's got a small hole and it's gradually losing all of its air. So he's having to copulate faster and faster, trying to achieve his orgasm before the entire thing goes flat. And even as he has his orgasm, his mother steps into the room and he stands up, and the whole deflated sex doll is hanging off of his erection like this big pink flag. And after that, the leader of our writing group took me aside and said that many of the writers in the groups were no longer felt safe in my presence. So they were asking me to leave the group. But there was a new group in town, a man named Tom Spanbauer, who had studied at Columbia University in New York. He'd studied a style of writing called minimalism from an editor named Gordon Lish. And Gordon Lish is most famous for being the editor who helped Raymond Carver create his very stripped down, very